Good morning, people. I've had a few requests that people want to see me. It's good, I love it. It's 10 to 7, oh, 10 past 7, sorry. These have been out 6:15. They're now down, they're having a bath. They're all paired up now, as you know, and I've just sat here and see, I ain't got a script, there's nothing in front of me here. There's my tea, that's where I've just did mackerel on toast. But so I ain't got a script, and I've just sat here thinking one or two things. And you know my thing about potions and stuff in a bottle and in a packet and whatever. I don't think it makes a lot of difference, and I can't see how they can come on in the book. You know, you get the Owen World or whatever. Excuse me, and it'll be in there saying, "Yep, this is what makes our pigeons win. We are the top fanciers because we use this." They'll be getting paid to say that, without a shadow of a doubt. They will getting paid. They'll be getting paid to say that. They might not even use it, because the only way you could really say for definite that this can make pigeons win is if that said fancier says, right, I've got two lofts here, two sections, identical. The pigeons are all brothers and sisters. They're identical. Although brothers and sisters are always identical, and you do get brothers that outshine its other brother. But the only way you could really say indefinitely that this is good, bang on, this makes them win, is to have two sections, one on it and one not. Side by side for a few seasons. Yep, it makes them better. No, it don't make them better. It don't make them better. But there you go. That's the only way you'd really test it. And then the next thing, because it's this marketing again, and it gets in people's heads. This game's got a lot of jealousy in it. We all know that. We all know it. They'll not talk to you. Once you get to the top, they'll not talk to you. Or they'll talk to you and then talk behind your back. So there's a lot of jealousy in this game, as we all know. And everybody wants to be at the top, which it's human nature. You want to be the best in your game. Do you know what I mean? So when they put a picture on with Fred Bloggs, with all his trophies, with a pigeon in his hand saying, I've just won national and I've won nearly every racing club. Bang on. Absolutely brilliant. Everybody's going, I want that. That's what I want. And then they say, because he's used this. He might use that, and he might, honestly, he might use that. But that ain't why he's won. Because when they do this marketing, they want the positive. So they're going to show him saying, yep, we use this, and that's what's made us win all these trophies. But why don't they show the other 99% that don't win, but use their stuff? And say, we've used this stuff, and we still ain't fucking won. Do you know what I mean? That would be negative marketing. You want the positive marketing. It's a big smiley face, loads of trophies, holding this. This is what makes us win. It gets in people's heads, and then you go out and buy it. So you put that on the shelf and all with the other 10 things that you've got to cram into a week. Do you know what I mean? It can't. The only thing that's going to make pigeons win is good pigeons and good management. Motivation, health, fitness. And you've got to be up, you've got to be dedicated, you've got to get up. If you're going to let them out at 6, have it at 6 o'clock. Don't have it at 10 past, have it at 6 o'clock, because they'll be waiting. And it's down to you and your pigeons. Not what you put in the water. That, in my eyes, you know my feelings on it anyway, and I analyse things, I do. If I'm going to do something to these, I analyse it. Do I need to do it? Will it improve them? Will it or not? And I analyse it big time. And my mate in Ireland, and I know I keep going on about him, but he's become a good friend of mine. We've never met. We will do one day, I'm sure. But we've never met. We have a good bit of crack. And I do feel sorry for him because he ain't got a very big garden and he's struggling how he can keep his pigeons. But I told you before on one of the other videos, it messaged me and said, Ron, I ain't been able to get me supplements. And he said, I've mentioned not seen any difference. I said, oh, well, there you go. I give him a little help on feeding, and now his pigeons are flying good. And another lad, he'd message me online, which I'm here to help if I can, and he'd said his pigeons were only doing 10 minutes and everybody else is on the allotments are doing an hour. That's that magic hour again, but there you go. You know my thoughts on that and all. So I just said to him, give them a bit of barley, whatever you're feeding, 25% of it and 75 barley. Ounce a day. They're a bit fat. Anyway, he messaged me the other night, Ron, thank you ever so much, now the pigeons are doing 40 minutes. So it is feeding, it's you, and it's feeding, it's not what you're putting in the water. Anyway, going back to Brian in Ireland. And anyway, he sent me a message the other day, because he's off the supplements. Anyway, he says, hey Ron, he said the pigeons are doing well. He sent me a little video and they're flying, it was going good. And he says, and today I put bruised yeast on the corn. So me being me, and I love it, I sent him a message back, what have you done that for then? Because in my eyes, if you've done something, you must have a reason why you've done it. So I said, what have you done that for then? So he sent one back. Well, it's good for a minute. I sent one back. Well, you tell me. You're the one who's used it. So then he rung me. You're a bastard. But it is right. If you're doing something, you have a reason to do it. Don't just think, I'm going to put that in the water today because it's good for them. No, I wish people would get away from that. That's Spencer Jackson on Facebook. Talks a lot of sense. You know what I mean? The more you give them, the more you're working the kidneys. If these get just water, I mean, the water in them baths, it's out of the well. Do you know what I mean? All the rain that comes here and goes through our soil, as you all know, gets filtered and goes in my well. But it's never clear water. It's always got like a tint to it, like a yellowy tint. And if you taste it, because I've tasted it, it's salty. There's a little bit of salt in it. Now, whether that's the salt and the minerals coming out of the ground or not, I don't know. I don't know if it's, I don't know. But anyway, don't do no harm. So, I'm just thinking, when I've been round to loads of people's lofts and I've looked on the shelves and all this stuff, and I think, why is all that there? Because you can't use it every day. You know what I mean? You can't. I mean, I used to pull tricks on people because when I was winning before, people come round, and I like people coming around. I like having a chat. You know I do. You know I like talking, obviously. And they used to come and first, if I open the loft, the cock's looking all right. The first thing their eyes just goes like that thing at the drinker. Every time. Guarantee it. Or if they walk through my shed, because you had to walk through the shed, through the front door and out the side door. So I used to put decoys up me. It'd be like pigeon shooting. I'd have a bottle of this up and a bottle of that up. And never used it, just had it up as a decoy. And my drinkers, years ago, I don't know if you still can because I ain't got them type of drinkers now, but the ones where they used to sit on top of the bowl, I had stainless ones. I'd gone on a job at Bawtry, Central Bottle International, and the sheet metal works. I can make you some bowls like that. I said, can you? No, he did. They were brilliant. But when people was coming round, I had plastic bowls, all different colours. You could get yellow, red, blue, green, white. Can you remember? There was plastic, but you could get all different colours. And if you put your water in them coloured ones, it used to look like that colour. You know what I mean? Because it took on the glow of the bowl. So that's what I used to do. Then people would go to the club, you could hear them. His water was blue the other day. But when I went down, it was red. I just used to put different bowl in. But anyway, that's just me having a bit of fun. It's going back to the thing again, and I'm sorry we're not giving tips about winning here, but we're just giving tips about get off all this shite. Because it ain't going to do. Like I said to you before, when they've got the big picture on with all the trophies, and the man stood there like that, this is what I win on. He's been paid to do that. He's been paid. That company will have paid him a lot of money. Because if they're going to sell a bottle of whatever for a tenner, they could pay him 10%. So we're going to give you this, bump, here's your lump sum, 4 or 5 grand, 6 grand, 10, and you can have 10% of what we sell. He's going to go, all right, I'll say I use that. Like that. This is what's made me win. It's marketing again, and I don't want people to fall for it. It's just, I just wish people would just say, right, I've got 2 sections. I'm going to give all this crap to one section, and I'm not going to give any of that crap to the other section. Same feed, but different in the waters. They're going to have nothing, and they can have whatever. So if you've got 2 sets of cocks, grow some balls and try it. Do you know what I mean? Try it. Even now we're on lockdown, and we're not going to race, so you're not going to lose any prizes. I mean, even if you wanted to, put your top cocks in the one section and the not so top cocks in the other section. Don't give them out. Just see if you notice any difference. It's like medication, isn't it? Everybody's putting all sorts in the water. This, so I don't understand when you're medicating and use this stuff. When do they ever drink plain water? These are just my thoughts again, you know, and I just wish people had tried. Because there is some people, like I say, got 2 or 3 sections. Try a section. Just try a section giving them nothing but corn and water. And then put some feedback on and say, shite, he's talking absolute shite. They didn't fly as well as the others because they didn't get this, whatever. Just give it a go, okay? I'm going to put this on. I'm only going to put it on YouTube. So all of you lads who's subscribed will see it. Because there's 1 or 2 going on Facebook. And I don't mind having a discussion, argument even, whatever. But I just want it to go on YouTube. Alright? Catch you all later. Be good. And remember, you've got to put as much into the pigeons as what the pigeons have. You've got to get up at this crazy time in the morning and get them babies out because they love the mornings. Okay? Stay safe, people. Ta-da.